cry, sometimes you laugh, sometimes you just try to see the good in what you remember from him.
The Cattaraugus County community in mourning following the tragic death of one of their hometown heroes. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Febin Casahoon. Senior emergency dispatcher Timothy T. Lexer was deeply loved by all who knew him. And according to the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office, Tim worked with the county dispatch service for more than 18 years and was referred to as the voice that every first responder wanted to hear. He died Monday in a tragic accident. Tonight, our Derek Hyde is taking some extra time to remember the life lost through the voices that loved him.
I think it's like pure shock.
Starting last night, it was a really rough evening.
The small town of East Otto in Cattaraugus County will never quite be the same. On Monday night, 60-year-old Tim Lexer was doing what he did so often, mowing the lawn of his in-laws' property on Reed Hill Road. But in an instant, everything changed. Tim was hit by a vehicle and died from his injuries.
And he was coming back from there, but that was his favorite place to mow lawn. That was his happy place.
His happy place? Helping others. Tim's sister, Debbie Gawley, tells me that's how her brother lived every day of his life. For 42 years, Tim served as a volunteer firefighter, 11 of those years as chief of the East Otto Volunteer Fire Department. But his service didn't stop there. For the past 18 years, Tim was also a calm, reassuring voice among first responders as a dispatcher for the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office.
He loved it. That was his job. He worked nights. He worked anytime they needed him. He worked more than he probably should have. We always told him to take a day off, but he wouldn't. He loved it. He wanted to help people. He was a community person. He gave in everything that he did.
He was that calm and collected voice that was on the other end of the radio.
Tricia Priest is the chief of the neighboring Otto Volunteer Fire Department.
It was very devastating to know that we had lost such an amazing man that has dedicated his life to his community, his family.
And as much as he loved his community, his daughter Heather tells me his greatest joy in life was his family. His favorite job, Grandpa.
He's a fantastic grandpa. He's my kid's papa. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you laugh, sometimes you just try to see the good in what you remember from him, and just try to remember things that bring you smiles.
And while the investigation into the crash continues, Tim's family is trying to find comfort in the many memories he created with them and the legacy he leaves behind as a grandfather of 6, father of 5, brother, husband, and a friend to an entire community.
Biggest heart of anybody you'll know.
Just thank you so much for all of the support, and just Tim's motto was life is too short. Don't hold grudges, don't be mad at each other, just be happy. Enjoy life because you never know if you have tomorrow.
Derek Hyde, 7 News, East Otto.